Hey, this is Stephen Fox. Today we're going to be covering the find a job process as far as approval, submission, just the whole deal. So, as a user, when you come to the find a job page, we're on staging, so the images are a placeholder, but you have the ability to submit a job as well as search jobs. Right now we're concerned mostly with submitting a job, so dadgummit. For some reason... Okay, we're more concerned with submitting a job than finding one. So we're going to click on the Submit a Job button, and we're greeted with a modal or a pop-up, whichever vernacular you prefer. Once a user fills out all of the necessary fields to this form, click Submit. That job is going to be submitted to Sitecore. So what I'm going to do is sample job title. I don't know if that's the derivative of shovel, but if you've ever seen Mystery Men, maybe that made you laugh. Hiring organization is, we're going to see, I'm going to say Grace UMC, meaning that I'm pretending I'm a pastor from Grace UMC, posting a job. General office work. Job type. The job type has to do with contract, part, or full-time. So this is a full-time position, and it's located in Illinois. The job city is Chicago. Email, meaning the email of the job poster, and then confirmation of that email. Make sure we actually notify the correct person. All right, so we're going to submit this job. See what happens. If you look up here, the page is reloading. Thank you. Your job has been submitted. This button we're going to fix. That looks silly. It's not how it's supposed to look. But if you click it, you are taken back to the jobs page where you can search and submit to your heart's delight. All right, so if we go to the back end, I'm going to show you what happens a little bit. We're in the content editor under UMC. We're going to navigate inside the home folder and look for find a job. If you click this arrow, find a job has a jobs folder, and these are submitted jobs. And just like the content folder, if you're creating an article, it's arranged chronologically. So 2019, August, and then the day is the 9th, and then here's my sample job title, the shoveler. Now, if we go to this job, we're going to notice a couple of things. One is this yellow band tells us, hey, this is in workflow, which means it's waiting to be approved. So we could approve that right now, but I want to take a segue and go back and show you. So if you didn't know this job had been submitted, how would you find out? Well, Sitecore is configured to notify a specific stakeholder when a job is submitted. That way they can approve it. The report runs on a daily basis so that you're not getting notified 12 times a day. If there's a hot day to submit jobs, the way you can access that submission process is through reports. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate back to the desktop here. Launchpad, desktop. Technically, you could get there through reports on the Launchpad. I just find it easier to go to desktop. Click on the Sitecore Start button. We're going to use reporting tools, PowerShell reports, UMC, and jobs for review. I'm going to back out and just go through that one more time. Reporting tools, PowerShell reports, UMC, jobs for review. If we click this, we're going to be greeted with a couple of options to sort our results. By default, it'll give us a single day's results, but if you want to see everything submitted for the month of August, you can set that. If you want to search by a specific job title, you can set that as well. By default, your creation start and end date are going to be the most useful. You'll click Proceed, and this will run a script that will display all jobs submitted within the specified criteria. Now, the thing to keep in mind is this report will also be attached in an email to whoever is overseeing the job approval process, or whichever individuals, multiple or plural, that's the same. singular or plural, that will be overseeing this process will get an email, hopefully with this report attached. But if not, that's how you can run the report. And here we have my submitted job. Either from the attached report or from this one, you can double click this and it will navigate you to the actual submitted job. I believe it's thinking, that's why it's orange. I always want to double click though. Anyway, alright, so here we are taken to the actual item, the same place we were when we navigated through the content editor. You'll notice 2019, August the 9th, sample job title, shoveling. So how do we get this to an approval stage? Well, anytime something is stuck in workflow, it requires review. I'm going to click on review, and over here you'll see your options for review for workflow, and we're going to go to submit after we validated that the content is valid and has enough information to post a useful job submission. I'm going to hit submit. That will clear this yellow ribbon, and then once, okay, and now that the ribbon is gone, we can publish. Now, this job is not live until it's published, but if we go to publish item and make our selections, this is only appearing in English. You don't have to select sub-items, but I leave that selected if there are no sub-items. Like in this case, it won't hurt anything. And hit publish. And away we go. One was skipped and one was updated. None were created because this job was created during the submission process. It's only being approved. I'm going to close it, and then I'm going to go back to find a job and rerun this page, or reload this page rather. All right. So if we scroll down, the very top option is sample job title, shovel. That's how you approve a submitted job. There's one last aspect to this that I want to cover. We've covered the workflow as far as submission, generating the report, and approving a posted job. But the last piece that I would like to cover is within the content editor. We're going to go down to, we're going to close up Find a Job. And if you go back to Home, or sorry, close up Home, and you go to Shared Content within UMC, Shared Content, you're going to scroll down to a folder or a directory called Messages. If you open this up, you'll see three messages. One is the events, jobs, and the other one is published items. These go out daily, based on my understanding. If I'm wrong, I'll correct this. But if you click on the jobs report message, this is the message that will fire to you as a job posting approver on a regular basis as they're submitted. If no jobs are submitted, then you won't get the report. But here, the from address is going to be techaccounting@umcom.org. The subject is going to be created jobs report, and then the to, which would be the desired email address to get these notifications, will be in the to field. Right now, this is going to Kurt Layton, so he just got my notification for the shoveler position. But you can update this as well as the body or the message that says, "Hey, check your created report, your created jobs report, and get busy, sucker." Hopefully, saying sucker isn't questionable. Maybe I'm talking to an actual lollipop. No, I'm lying, but I'd rather not talk to HR about using the word sucker. So if I shouldn't have said that, I apologize. Anyway, so that's the process with a little something extra covering how to customize the email that goes out when a job is created.